Sagittarius. Something big is coming. Divine justice is on your side and someone still can't forget you. Hello and welcome. Have you ever felt like something big is about to happen in your life? A change that you can't quite explain with logic, but you can feel deep inside your heart? That's a powerful feeling, isn't it? If you've ever experienced this sensation, then today's video is exactly what you need. Welcome to Zodiac Wisdom. I'm Sophia, and I'm so glad you're here with me on this journey of self-discovery through the zodiac signs. On this channel, I share insights from astrology and psychology, helping you not only understand yourself better, but also embrace the opportunities the universe has in store for you. So get ready to explore the wisdom the stars are offering and how you can use it to transform your life. Before we dive in, if you're excited about what's to come, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos packed with inspiration and guidance. I'll be here, guiding you through each step of this fascinating journey. Today, I'm diving into something really special for all you Sagittarius out there. If you're a Sagittarius or simply intrigued by this zodiac sign, you're in for a treat. There's something big coming your way, and divine justice is on your side. You'll want to stick around until the end because I'm going to share a message that could truly change the way you look at your life and the future ahead. So don't go anywhere. This might just be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Now let's get started. And feel free to leave a comment below to let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear how this resonates with you. Chapter 1: Intuition in Action and the Desire for Discovery. Have you ever had that feeling that something is on the horizon? Not a vague, unexplainable sense, but a deep inner calling, urging you to move forward even when you can't quite see the path ahead. For Sagittarius, this feeling is not just intuition. It's a push that you can't ignore. It's the spark that lights up your desire for adventure, for discovery, and for breaking free of the mundane. When that inner nudge tells you to go, you don't wait for all the answers, you take action. Sagittarius is known for being intuitive, but not in the traditional sense. You don't just rely on feelings or abstract hunches. You're someone who listens to that deep gut instinct, that whisper of energy that tells you it's time to go after something, even when others may still be in doubt. It's not about following a clear plan. It's about feeling the energy shift, sensing the right moment, and trusting your heart more than your head. Let me share a story about one of my clients, Caroline. Caroline came to me when she was in a stable job, but felt a deep sense of dissatisfaction. She had this nagging feeling, an intuition telling her that she was meant for something bigger. Despite the uncertainty, Caroline trusted that inner voice. She took the leap, left her corporate job, and started her own coaching business. And guess what? Within a year, her business had grown so much that she was able to work with clients from all over the world. She didn't have all the answers, but she followed that intuition, and that decision changed her life. This is the essence of Sagittarius energy, trusting that feeling in your gut and taking action. You don't wait around for everything to make sense, you dive in. When the High Priestess shows up in your tarot reading, it's a sign that it's time to trust your inner wisdom. The High Priestess doesn't shout her message. She quietly invites you to listen deeply and trust your instincts. She tells you that the answers aren't always obvious, and sometimes you have to trust what you feel rather than what you see. So Sagittarius, how many times have you found yourself in a situation where you knew something was right, even when no one else saw it? That's your intuition guiding you. You're not like the crowd who needs hard evidence. You feel the energy in a room, you pick up on signs and patterns that others might miss, and that is your gift. The universe speaks to you in ways that go beyond words, and your ability to sense things before they happen is a true superpower. If you're sitting there thinking, "That sounds like me," then you're exactly where you need to be. It's time to embrace that power and trust in the whispers that are leading you forward. The path ahead might not always be clear, but the magic happens when you take that first step, no matter how uncertain it may seem. This chapter is about recognizing that you don't need all the answers to move forward. You just need to trust what you feel. The universe is speaking to you, Sagittarius. Are you ready to listen? Chapter 2: Truth Revealed. Justice is no longer a theory. Sagittarius, you've always sought the truth. It's what drives you, what pushes you forward. You know that life isn't about accepting things at face value. It's about uncovering the hidden layers and finding what's real. And right now, the universe is about to reveal a truth to you. Something you've been waiting for. Something that will align everything you've been working toward. Justice is not a concept you take lightly. You've always believed in fairness, in the idea that what's meant for you will come to you in the right time. But here's the twist. You've learned over the years that justice isn't about punishment or revenge. It's about balance. It's about the universe restoring what has been lost, righting the wrongs that no one else has acknowledged. And now that balance is coming back to you. Take a moment and think about it. When was the last time you felt like you were overlooked, like you gave so much of yourself and no one noticed? Maybe you worked hard, sacrificed time, and showed up for others, but it seemed like your efforts were ignored. You might have kept quiet in situations where you felt wronged, thinking that speaking up wouldn't make a difference. But deep down, you knew you deserved better. You knew that you weren't just anyone, and your value went beyond what was visible on the surface. And yet, you held your peace. I remember working with a woman named Jessica, who came to me after feeling overlooked for years in her career. She had spent so much time supporting others, always putting them first, but never asking for anything in return. She was tired, emotionally and mentally drained, but when she stopped seeking validation from others and started trusting her worth, things began to shift. A promotion that had been long overdue was finally offered to her. She didn't need to prove anything, she didn't have to fight for it. She had simply shifted her energy from seeking approval to acknowledging her own value. You see, Sagittarius, you've been through so much, and you've always maintained that fierce spirit within you. The universe knows this. Your ability to forgive, your ability to move on without seeking revenge is your strength. You've done the hard work. You've chosen to walk your path with integrity. And now the universe is coming to restore the balance that has been lost. You don't need anyone else's acknowledgement to know your worth. Justice is here, not to judge, but to affirm that everything you've given out will return to you tenfold. This is a reminder, Sagittarius. You don't need to wait for others to validate you. The truth is, your worth was never dependent on them. The universe has been keeping score. And now it's time for you to receive. Chapter 3, Old Connections, Unfinished Lessons. Sagittarius, you've always been the kind of person who believes that every connection, every relationship, no matter how brief, leaves an imprint on your soul. You're not someone who believes in casual interactions. Each person who enters your life has a purpose, a lesson to teach, or a moment to share. And even when people move on, you can't help but wonder, what was the meaning of that connection? What was I supposed to learn from them, and how did they shape who I am today? But let me tell you something. The Six of Cups is appearing for you, and it's reminding you that not all connections are meant to be permanent. Sometimes people enter your life like a fleeting season. They come, they teach you something invaluable, and then they leave. But that doesn't mean the connection has disappeared. No, Sagittarius, it lives on inside of you, as part of your journey. Think about a person you once met, someone who awakened something wild and free inside of you. Maybe it was a friend, a lover, or even a mentor. Someone who brought out the best in you, but circumstances led to separation. Maybe it was an amicable parting, or maybe it wasn't. Either way, their presence in your life served a purpose, and though they may have left physically, they're still living in your soul. This brings us to an important point. You don't need to cling to the past to honor it. I had a client named Olivia, a Sagittarius woman who was grieving the end of a friendship she had poured so much into. She felt like that friendship was unfinished, like there was something left unsaid, and that was causing her to hold on to the pain. She kept asking herself, why did it end? What was I supposed to learn from it? I told her something simple yet powerful. You're not meant to hold on to what's gone. You are meant to honor the lessons and let them go. The truth was, the friendship had served its purpose. It had taught Olivia a valuable lesson about herself, about her capacity to love deeply and to forgive. It had shown her how far she was willing to go for someone else's happiness. But it had also taught her about the importance of setting boundaries and knowing when to walk away. After our conversation, Olivia wrote a letter to that friend, not to ask for closure or rekindle the relationship, but to release what she had been holding on to. She expressed gratitude for the friendship and acknowledged the lessons it brought into her life. Once she did that, a weight was lifted from her shoulders. Olivia could finally move forward, no longer tied to the past, but filled with the wisdom of the experience. Sagittarius, sometimes you have to write things down to let them go. Not to hope for the person to come back, but to free yourself from the emotional chains that bind you to the past. This is the power of the Six of Cups. It's not about longing for what could have been, but about honoring what was and using that wisdom to propel yourself forward. In your life, you may find that some relationships have left you with unfinished business, and that's okay. The lesson here is not to chase after closure from others, but to find it within yourself. You hold the key to your peace. When you accept that not every connection is meant to last forever, you allow yourself the freedom to move on, to grow, and to evolve into the person you're meant to be. So, Sagittarius, think about the connections you've made that still linger in your heart. What lessons did they teach you? What part of you did they awaken that you didn't even know existed? It's time to honor those moments, release the emotional baggage, and make room for the next chapter of your journey. The universe is waiting to bring you new experiences, but first, you need to let go of what no longer serves you. Chapter 4. Rebirth through experience. The reward comes when you stop searching. Sagittarius, you're known for your boldness, your adventurous spirit, and your unyielding quest for meaning. But there comes a time when the journey you've been on takes a different turn. Not outward but inward. The death card may sound frightening at first, but it's not about endings. It's about transformation. It's the symbolic death of the old you, the version of yourself that has outgrown its purpose. And what comes next is a rebirth, a version of you that's stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true self. You've been through many cycles in life, haven't you? There have been times when you felt like you couldn't go on, moments when you thought you were at your breaking point. But here's the thing. You always found a way to rise again. You always picked yourself up, dusted yourself off, and kept moving forward. You've been through more than most people realize, and yet, here you are. The thing about Sagittarius is, you are never afraid of change. You welcome it. But that doesn't mean it's always easy. Let me tell you about Emma, a Sagittarius woman who came to me at a crossroads in her life. She had recently gone through a difficult breakup and was struggling to find direction. She felt like a part of her had died with the relationship, but what I helped her see was that this death wasn't the end. It was the beginning of something much more powerful. Emma's rebirth didn't come with fireworks or grand celebrations. It came in the quiet moments when she realized she no longer needed someone else to define her. She discovered a new passion for painting, something she had neglected for years. She also reconnected with her love for travel, and instead of waiting for the right partner to explore the world with, she did it on her own. That's when she truly found herself, when she stopped searching for external validation and began trusting herself. Sagittarius, you have this incredible ability to transform pain into power. When you let go of something that no longer serves you, you create space for something much greater. The Ace of Pentacles is here to remind you that the universe is ready to offer you a solid foundation, a fresh start. This isn't just about money or material success. This is about building a life that reflects who you truly are, not who you think you should be. The rewards you've been seeking aren't found by chasing after them. No, Sagittarius, they come when you stop running and simply allow life to unfold. When you choose peace over the noise of the world, when you choose authenticity over the expectations of others, you'll see that the universe will deliver exactly what you need. And remember, you are not alone in this process. While you might feel like you've been walking this path by yourself, you have unseen guides supporting you along the way. Whether it's your ancestors, your inner wisdom, or the spirits of those who've walked before you, you are never truly alone. They are here to help you navigate this transformation, to make sure you don't have to do it all on your own. So, Sagittarius, I want you to ask yourself, what are you ready to let go of? What old version of yourself are you willing to release in order to make space for the person you are becoming? The rebirth you are about to experience is not a process of starting over, but of evolving into a more authentic version of yourself. This is your time to rise from the ashes, stronger, more aligned, and more at peace than ever before. You've done the work, now it's time to receive the rewards. Conclusion. Embrace your worth, the journey has just begun. Sagittarius, as we wrap up today's message, I want you to remember one thing. You are exactly where you need to be. All of the struggles, the moments of doubt, and the pain you've experienced, they've all been part of the process. You've been through so much, and yet you are still standing strong. That alone is a testament to your resilience, your courage, and your unwavering spirit. You've learned that life is not about waiting for the perfect moment or having all the answers. It's about trusting yourself, embracing your intuition, and knowing that the universe will always guide you to what you need. The journey of transformation you're on is not just about finding success or wealth. It's about creating a life that aligns with your true self. A life where you don't have to prove anything to anyone, because you already know your worth. You are the embodiment of strength, wisdom, and growth. Every chapter of your life has prepared you for what's to come. The rebirth you're experiencing is not a new beginning. It's the deepening of who you already are. The universe is about to reward you, not because you've been perfect, but because you've lived truly. You've stayed true to your heart, and that authenticity will be your greatest gift. Now I want to leave you with a question, Sagittarius. What part of yourself are you most proud of? Is it your ability to trust your intuition, your willingness to let go and transform, or your strength to rise every time you fall? Whatever it is, I want you to honor that part of yourself. You are worthy of all the blessings that are coming your way. And this is just the beginning. We've only scratched the surface of what's possible for you. If you're a Sagittarius or simply drawn to this journey, know that there is so much more to discover. The universe has so many more surprises in store. And this path you're on will continue to unfold in beautiful, unexpected ways. So let's stay connected. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Zodiac Wisdom. I'm here to support you every step of the way as you continue your journey. And I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let me know which part of today's video resonated with you the most. What are you ready to release? What new chapter are you preparing for? Remember, Sagittarius, your light is brighter than you know. Keep shining, keep evolving, and keep trusting yourself. The best is yet to come.